Imagine this. You step outside on an ordinary night. The air is cool and the world is quiet, save for the occasional rustle of leaves or distant hum of a car. The sky above is a deep, velvety black, dotted with countless stars that twinkle like tiny diamonds. It's a scene you've seen countless times before, yet tonight, something feels different. The stars twinkle, familiar and distant. But something's different. You can't quite put your finger on it at first. Then, as your eyes adjust to the darkness, you notice it. A faint glow on the horizon, growing brighter and more distinct with each passing moment. A giant luminous band stretches across the sky. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. The band is wide and bright, shimmering with a soft, ethereal light. It spans the entire sky, from horizon to horizon, casting a gentle glow over the landscape below. It's not the Milky Way. The Milky Way is a familiar sight, a faint, milky band of light that stretches across the night sky. But this is different. This is something new, something extraordinary. It's Earth's rings, a breathtaking spectacle of ice and rock. Imagine Saturn's rings, but on a much grander scale. These rings are vast and magnificent, composed of countless particles of ice and rock that reflect the light of the sun, creating a dazzling display of color and light. These rings wouldn't be just a thin, faint line. They would be wide and colorful, a brilliant band of light that dominates the night sky. The colors would shift and change as the particles in the rings move and interact with the light of the sun. Oh no, they'd be a dazzling display of color and light, a celestial light show that would captivate and mesmerize anyone who gazed upon it. The rings would shimmer and sparkle, reflecting the light of the sun in a dazzling spectacle that would be visible from every corner of the earth. Reflecting the sun's rays in a dazzling spectacle, the light would dance and play across the rings, creating a mesmerizing display of color and light that would change with the seasons and the time of day. Imagine the beauty of a sunset, but magnified 1,000 times, and you'll have some idea of what it would be like to see Earth's rings in the night sky. Imagine the stories our ancestors would have told about this celestial wonder long before we understood their true nature. They would have looked up at the rings in awe and wonder, creating myths and legends to explain their existence. The rings would have been a source of inspiration and mystery, a constant reminder of the beauty and majesty of the universe, long before we understood their true nature. Today we know that the rings are composed of ice and rock, but to our ancestors, they would have been a divine and mysterious phenomenon. The rings would have been a symbol of the heavens, a celestial wonder that inspired awe and reverence. They would have been a sight to behold, a reminder of the beauty and mystery of the universe. Now picture those rings over a bustling cityscape, skyscrapers dwarfed by this cosmic architecture, or imagine them above a vast desert, their ethereal glow contrasting with the rugged landscape. The rings would be visible during the day too, casting shadows on the earth below. Can you imagine the shadows of the rings falling across your neighborhood? It'd be like a giant sundial, marking the passage of time in a whole new way. But how could Earth get rings in the first place? It's all about gravity, the force that holds the universe together. Gravity is the invisible hand that orchestrates the cosmic dance of celestial bodies. It's the reason why planets orbit stars, moons orbit planets, and why galaxies hold their shape. Without gravity, the universe as we know it would be a chaotic mess of drifting particles and isolated stars. Billions of years ago, a stray asteroid or a wayward moon could have ventured too close to Earth. Imagine a colossal rock, minding its own business, wandering through the vast expanse of space. Then, it gets caught in the gravitational pull of our planet. This encounter would be nothing short of cataclysmic. Torn apart by our planet's gravitational pull, their remnants would have formed a ring system around us. Picture the immense forces at play, ripping the celestial body into countless fragments. These fragments, unable to escape Earth's gravity, would start to orbit the planet, gradually spreading out to form a ring. Think of it as cosmic dust bunnies, but on a much grander scale. These rings would be composed of dust, ice, and rock, each particle following its own orbit, yet collectively creating a stunning visual spectacle. Over time, these particles might collide and break apart further, or even coalesce into larger chunks, constantly reshaping the ring system. It's a powerful reminder of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of our universe. The cosmos is not a static place. It's a realm of continuous transformation. Stars are born and die, planets form and disintegrate, and even the seemingly eternal rings around planets can evolve. This constant change is what makes the study of the universe so fascinating. Every observation, every discovery, adds a new piece to the cosmic puzzle, helping us understand the grand tapestry of existence. The rings wouldn't just be a static backdrop, they would shimmer and shift with the changing angles of sunlight. Imagine sunrises and sunsets painted across the sky by the rings' ethereal glow. The night sky too would be transformed. The rings would reflect city lights, creating a luminous band that mirrors the urban landscape below. It would be a breathtaking reminder of our presence on this planet. Life on a ringed Earth would be different. Imagine waking up every morning to the sight of majestic rings arching across the sky. These rings, composed of countless particles of ice and rock, would create a breathtaking spectacle, visible from every corner of the globe. The beauty of the rings would be undeniable, but they would also bring about significant changes to our daily lives. The rings could disrupt satellite communications, making our reliance on GPS a bit tricky. Satellites orbiting Earth would have to navigate through or around the rings, leading to potential signal interference and delays. This could affect everything from navigation systems in our cars to the timing of financial transactions. Engineers and scientists would need to develop new technologies and strategies to ensure that our global communication networks remain reliable and efficient. And just imagine the impact on animal migration patterns. Many species of birds, for example, rely on the stars to navigate during their long migratory journeys. The presence of the rings could obscure their view of the night sky, leading to confusion and disorientation. Conservationists and biologists would need to study these effects and find ways to help wildlife adapt to the new celestial landscape. Birds navigating by the stars would need a whole new celestial map. The rings would create new patterns in the sky, potentially altering the constellations that have guided animals for millennia. This could lead to changes in migration routes and timing, with ripple effects throughout entire ecosystems. Researchers would need to monitor these changes closely to understand their full impact and develop strategies to mitigate any negative consequences. But perhaps the most profound change would be to our sense of place in the cosmos. The rings would serve as a constant reminder of our planet's unique position in the universe. Stargazing would take on a new dimension, as the rings would add a striking visual element to the night sky. Amateur astronomers and casual observers alike would find new inspiration in the beauty and mystery of the rings. The rings would serve as a constant reminder of our planet's place in the vast universe, a symbol of the delicate balance that sustains life on Earth. They would inspire awe and wonder, prompting us to reflect on our place in the cosmos and our responsibility to protect our planet. The rings would also become a focal point for scientific research, as astronomers and physicists study their composition, formation, and dynamics. A celestial beacon that unites us under a shared sky. The rings would become a symbol of unity and connection, reminding us that we all share the same home in the universe. Community events and gatherings under the night sky would take on new significance, as people come together to marvel at the rings and celebrate our shared humanity. The rings would inspire art, music, and literature, becoming a source of cultural and creative expression for generations to come. The rings would challenge our understanding of the cosmos. They'd inspire new scientific discoveries, pushing us to unravel the mysteries of their formation and evolution. Art, literature, and music would be forever changed as artists draw inspiration from this celestial wonder. Imagine the myths and legends we'd create to explain these rings. They'd be woven into the fabric of our cultures, shaping our worldview for generations to come. Earth with Rings is a mind-blowing thought experiment. It allows us to step outside the familiar and imagine our planet through a new lens. It reminds us that the universe is full of surprises, and there's always more to discover. So, keep asking questions, keep exploring, and never lose your sense of wonder.